Joining us now is Representative from the state of Washington, Pramila Jayapal. Thank you so much for joining us. You're the chair of the Congressional Progressive Caucus, and as such, you're more progressive than President Biden on many issues. Let's start with immigration. The president recently announced executive actions that make asylum claims far harder for migrants who cross the border unlawfully and will turn many away. How do you explain, in your opinion, that the president's policies would still be better than former President Trump's?
Well, I think what the president has clearly shown is he has compassion. He wants to fix the problem. He put forward a day one immigration reform bill right when he got elected, and Republicans have refused to move that forward. Republicans do not want this issue to be fixed. And so I think the president is working with the tools that he has, but I think he'll make it clear that even when there was a bipartisan bill written by the second most conservative senator, Republican senator in the United States Senate, it was Donald Trump who said, don't vote for this bill, don't allow it to pass, because we want immigration to stay out there as an election issue and try to use it to divide people.
And to the chagrin of many progressives, the president has gone much further in supporting Israel in their war against Hamas, both in providing weaponry and not calling for an immediate ceasefire. What do you say to those traditionally Democratic voters who are angry with the president and are considering not voting for him or perhaps not voting at all?
Well, I listen to where they are. Of course, I share some of those feelings with them in terms of the frustration with where we are. But I will tell you that we have two candidates running for president. One, the former president, is somebody who wants to destroy democracy. In his own words, he has said he wants to be a dictator on day one. We have Joe Biden, who has shown us that he cares about democracy. He wants to strengthen it. He wants to make sure that it works and that we count everyone's votes. Two, we have the former president who wants to destroy our freedoms. In fact, he already has. He's the one who appointed those Supreme Court justices, those extreme right-wing Supreme Court justices, who actually took away our fundamental right to make choices about our own bodies and our reproductive freedom. Joe Biden is ready to make sure that we codify abortion rights into law, and he has been doing everything he can to make sure that we protect all of our freedoms. And three, Donald Trump has driven up the deficit with his tax scam, added $2 trillion to the deficit, and we have Nobel laureates who have come out, economists who have come out and said that he would be absolutely disastrous for the economy. Whereas Joe Biden has brought unemployment down to the lowest level in over 50 years. He's created unprecedented numbers of jobs. He's made sure that wages are continuing to go up. He's been for unions. He is building this economy from the middle out and the bottom up.
Many voters continue to tell pollsters that Trump could better handle the economy than Biden. What's your pitch to them?
Well, what I say to people is that Trump showed us exactly what he did. He plunged the country into an even deeper deficit with his tax scam, which gave so much money to the very top, most wealthiest people in this country. So he talks a good game, but let's not forget that we're talking about a convicted felon who has already been charged on multiple counts, and somebody who incited an insurrection and tried to destroy our democracy. Joe Biden is a clean, clear hand. He cares about people. He's deeply compassionate. That's my own personal experience with the president, even when I disagree with him. This is a president who cares about working people. He wants to give people a fair shake, and he absolutely will uphold our democratic values.
At one time, more union voters or members voted Democratic. The president did earn the support of the United Auto Workers and was the first president to walk a picket line. But many union members now vote Republican and support Trump. How does the president reverse that trend?
Well, the president has gotten most of the major labor unions, all of the ones that have endorsed, have largely endorsed President Biden. And that's because, sure, there might be some members here and there who are still looking to see what's done. But I think we need to remind people about what Joe Biden has done. Not only was he the first president to walk a picket line, he was the first president to actually call out that these corporations needed to share some of the profits with their workers, with unions. Contracts negotiated have been some of the best because the Biden administration has been helpful in settling those contracts. Also, Democrats under Joe Biden's leadership saved pensions for millions of Teamsters across this country. And so I think there is a real record here that shows that Joe Biden is the labor candidate. He is the one that is going to make sure that workers continue to get the right to organize and have the power to do so, whereas Republicans and Donald Trump just want to take that away from workers across the country.
Congresswoman Jayapal, we thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.